Full moon hitting tomorrow. Avoid these anti-spiritual things during the full moon. 13 January 2025. The moon does not fight. It does not attack anyone. It does not worry. It keeps to its course, but by its very nature, it gently influences. Deng Ming Dao. The first full moon of 2025 is upon us, arriving tomorrow, January 13th. This celestial event isn't just about its beauty lighting up the night sky. It's a powerful cosmic alignment that demands our attention. Why? Because this full moon coincides with the transformative energy of the recent 111 portal. Together, they amplify emotions, intuition, and the energy around us to an almost overwhelming intensity. But here's the catch. Without the right awareness, you might unknowingly fall into spiritual misalignment. Chaos, heightened conflicts, and emotional turbulence can easily creep in. That's why in today's episode of The Journey of Wisdom, we'll uncover the anti-spiritual habits you need to avoid during this full moon to protect your inner peace and harness its transformative power. Stay tuned as we guide you through this extraordinary moment. 1. Candle rituals, a double-edged sword. Candle rituals, though often seen as a serene and mystical practice, can be a double-edged sword during the heightened energy of a full moon. As the moon's luminous energy amplifies the vibrations around us, the use of fire becomes a potent tool, one that magnifies intentions with striking clarity. However, this amplification works indiscriminately, enhancing both positive and negative energies. In the words of the Buddha, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. This profound truth underscores the importance of approaching rituals like these with mindfulness and balance, as unchecked emotions or unresolved inner turmoil can lead to unintended consequences. Fire is a listener not to our spoken words, but to the unspoken truths of our hearts. Lighting a candle while harboring anger, doubts, or chaos within can summon energies that echo the unrest within, no matter how positive the affirmations we utter. This is why preparation is not just helpful, it is essential. Begin by cleansing yourself and your space, ensuring both are free from the residual negativity that might cloud your intentions. A simple yet effective practice is to focus on breathwork. Deep, mindful breathing serves as a bridge between the physical and the spiritual, allowing you to release tension and cultivate clarity. Remember the words of Thich Nhat Hanh, "Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor." By grounding yourself in the present moment, you create an internal environment where pure intentions can thrive. Once cleansed and centered, align your energy with care. Understand that a candle is not merely an object, but a tool of transformation. Its flame symbolizes clarity, passion, and renewal, but it is your intention that gives it direction. This modern world often pushes us to act without pause, but rituals like these remind us to slow down, reflect, and act with purpose. Let this be a lesson not just for the ritual itself, but for daily life. Before making decisions or setting goals, take a moment to ensure that your heart and mind are in harmony. The full moon, a celestial event as ancient as time, provides an opportunity for deep introspection and alignment. In today's fast-paced and often disconnected life, practices like these can seem like small, symbolic gestures, but their impact is profound when approached with awareness. The flame of a candle may be small, but its potential to illuminate the darkest corners of our lives is vast. Remember the old Zen proverb, "The brighter the flame, the darker the shadow," as a reminder of the duality inherent in such practices. As you light the candle, you are not only creating light, but also revealing what was hidden in the shadows, both the beauty and the challenges of your inner world. In this era of distractions and constant noise, these moments of ritual offer a chance to reconnect with yourself. They teach us the power of focused intent, the importance of self-awareness, and the value of creating space for clarity. By approaching these rituals with a pure heart and steady mind, you not only align with the moon's energy, but also deepen your connection with your own essence. Let the full moon be a teacher, showing you that transformation begins not in grand gestures, but in the quiet, intentional acts we perform each day. Two, mirrors and their spiritual significance. Mirrors, while seemingly mundane objects in our daily lives, hold a profound spiritual significance that is amplified during the full moon. These reflective surfaces magnify energy, acting as powerful tools that can reveal truths, channel light, and even expose shadows. When the full moon graces the night sky, its radiant energy interacts with everything it touches, and mirrors are no exception. This heightened interaction turns mirrors into portals, not just to the physical world, but also to the depths of your inner self. Have you ever looked into a mirror and felt as though it reflected more than your outward appearance? That's the essence of their power. Mirrors don't just show us who we are on the outside, they reflect the unseen parts of our spirit, both the light we shine and the shadows we carry. But with this power comes a potential risk. Staring into mirrors too long during this time, especially under the full moon's intense energy, can feel unsettling or even invite energies you might not be ready to confront. Much like the moon magnifies emotions, intuition, and energy, mirrors during this celestial phase reflect everything within you, your fears, doubts, and unresolved emotions, just as clearly as your joys and strengths. For some, this can be an enlightening experience. For others, it might be overwhelming, as it forces us to face truths we'd rather keep hidden. Have you ever avoided eye contact with yourself in the mirror after a tough day? That hesitance often stems from knowing that the mirror won't lie to us. It shows us what we might not be ready to admit. During the full moon, this effect is magnified tenfold. In Buddhist teachings, the mirror has often been used as a metaphor for the mind. A famous Zen parable speaks of a monk who approached his teacher, troubled by his inability to find peace within himself. The teacher handed the monk a dusty mirror and asked him to clean it. As the monk diligently polished, the reflection became clearer. "This is your mind," the teacher said. "When clouded by distractions, it cannot reflect truth. But when cleansed with mindfulness and effort, it reveals everything as it is." This story reminds us that mirrors, like our minds, are tools. They reflect what is there, neither adding nor taking away. However, without preparation and awareness, what we see can feel overwhelming, especially under the heightened energy of the full moon. To navigate this, it's essential to use mirrors wisely during this time. Avoid lingering or fixating on your reflection, especially if you're feeling emotionally turbulent or spiritually unsettled. Instead, turn your focus inward and let the moon itself serve as your mirror. The moon, after all, is the ultimate cosmic reflector, illuminating not only the night sky, but also the hidden corners of our psyche. Its gentle, silvery light encourages introspection without judgment, helping us see ourselves with clarity and compassion. Modern life often distracts us from this kind of introspection, with mirrors becoming tools of vanity rather than self-awareness. During the full moon, let this be an opportunity to shift that perspective. Instead of seeking external validation through your reflection, look inward and connect with the deeper parts of yourself. Remember the wisdom of Thich Nhat Hanh, who said, To be beautiful means to be yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others. You need to accept yourself. This period of heightened lunar energy is the perfect time to practice this self-acceptance, embracing all that you are, both light and shadow. In your interactions with mirrors during the full moon, treat them with respect and mindfulness. Perhaps use them sparingly, keeping in mind their ability to amplify what's already within you. If you do engage with your reflection, do so with a sense of curiosity and intention, not fear or judgment. Light a candle, say a prayer, or practice a grounding ritual beforehand to ensure that your energy is aligned. And most importantly, remember that you are the ultimate source of light and wisdom in your life. The moon, the mirror, and the rituals you perform are simply tools to help you uncover what already resides within you. As you move through this full moon, carry this lesson with you. Mirrors, like the challenges and opportunities in life, are only as powerful as the energy you bring to them. Use this time to cleanse not just the surfaces you interact with, but also the deeper layers of your soul. Let go of the distractions and doubts that cloud your reflection, and allow the full moon's light to guide you toward greater clarity and peace. When you treat this celestial event not as a fleeting spectacle, but as a chance for transformation, you align with the universe's rhythms and deepen your connection to yourself. What will you see when you finally look into the mirror of your own soul? The answer, as always, lies within you. Three, dreams and subconscious reflections. Dreams are the whispers of the subconscious, and during the full moon, these whispers can grow into resounding echoes that leave a vivid impression on your waking mind. The full moon, with its intense and amplified energy, has long been associated with heightened dream activity. You might notice your dreams becoming unusually wild, vivid, or even unsettling. Why does this happen? The energy of the full moon illuminates not only the night sky, but also the hidden corners of your inner world, drawing forth thoughts, fears, and emotions that often lie dormant. Have you ever woken up from a dream and felt as though it was trying to tell you something profound, even if it made little sense? That's the power of the subconscious at work, often reflecting the chaos, unresolved fears, or unacknowledged desires within us. Yet, as powerful as dreams can feel, it's important to approach them with awareness and discernment, for not all dreams are messengers of truth. As the Buddha said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." This wisdom applies just as much to our dreams as it does to our waking lives. The images and emotions we experience in dreams are often shaped by our inner thoughts, energy, and recent experiences. During a full moon, this amplification can make dreams seem overwhelming or even prophetic, but we must remember that they are not always literal or predictive. Many dreams are distortions, echoes of our subconscious sorting through the clutter of the day or resurfacing emotions we've suppressed. To truly benefit from the insights your dreams might offer, keeping a dream journal can be invaluable. The moment you wake up, write down what you remember, no matter how fragmented or nonsensical it might seem. Pay attention to symbols, recurring themes, and the emotions you felt during the dream. Did you feel joy, fear, or confusion? Often, the emotional tone of a dream can reveal more than the events themselves. Journaling allows you to capture these fleeting impressions before they fade and provides a space to explore patterns over time. What symbols keep appearing in your dreams? What might they mean in the context of your life? As you reflect, remember this quote by Rumi: "The soul has been given its own ears to hear things the mind does not understand." Trust that your subconscious is speaking, even if its language is unfamiliar. However, interpreting dreams is not about jumping to conclusions or assuming that every image is a prophecy. Instead, view dreams as a conversation with yourself, one that requires patience and mindfulness to decode. If you dream of falling, it might not mean impending doom. It could simply reflect feelings of instability or fear of losing control in some aspect of your life. By reflecting calmly on your dreams, you can gain valuable insights without becoming overwhelmed. So, what emotions from this dream resonate with my current experiences? How can I address these feelings constructively in my waking life? This process not only helps you understand your dreams, but also empowers you to align more deeply with your inner truth. In Buddhism, there's a teaching that the mind is like water. When it is calm and still, it reflects clearly. When it is disturbed, it becomes murky and difficult to see through. Dreams are much the same. During the full moon, when the mind is naturally more active and emotions run higher, it's crucial to approach dreams with this understanding. If you experience chaotic or disturbing dreams, see them as an invitation to examine the areas of your life that might be causing inner turbulence. What unresolved emotions or conflicts are surfacing? How can you bring more calm and clarity to your mind? By embracing dreams as reflections rather than absolute truths, you create space for growth and self-awareness. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to dismiss dreams as irrelevant or too abstract to matter. But during the full moon, they offer a rare glimpse into the parts of yourself that you might not otherwise notice. This is a time for deep introspection and connection with your subconscious, a chance to better understand your fears, hopes, and desires. Let the full moon's energy serve as a guide, illuminating not only the external world, but also the vast and complex landscape of your inner self. As Carl Jung famously said, "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens." Use this full moon as an opportunity to awaken to the truths within you. The lessons of your dreams during this time are not meant to scare or confuse you, but to help you grow. They are a mirror, reflecting back the energy and emotions you carry. Treat them with curiosity, not fear. By journaling, reflecting, and asking thoughtful questions, you can turn the amplified dream activity of the full moon into a powerful tool for self-discovery. And as you navigate this heightened energy, remember to be gentle with yourself. Transformation takes time, and understanding your subconscious is a journey, not a destination. Four, trusting your intuition. Trusting your intuition is a deeply personal and transformative practice, and during the full moon, this innate ability is sharpened like a finely tuned instrument. The full moon, with its powerful energy, acts as a magnifier, heightening your sensitivity to the subtle signals around you. Those synchronicities that seem too precise to be coincidence, like seeing repeating numbers, encountering familiar faces at unexpected times, or experiencing sudden insights that feel like a light bulb flickering on. Have you ever felt a quiet whisper in your mind, urging you toward a decision or action, only to dismiss it? That whisper is your intuition, your inner compass that guides you when logic alone falls short. And under the full moon's luminous glow, this compass becomes even more accurate, helping you navigate the complexities of life with clarity and wisdom. As the Buddha said, "The way is not in the sky, the way is in the heart." This profound reminder speaks to the importance of listening to your inner voice, the one that knows the way even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Yet so many of us ignore these intuitive nudges, brushing them aside as coincidence or irrationality. How many opportunities for clarity or healing have you missed because you didn't trust that gut feeling? In our modern, fast-paced lives, we are often conditioned to rely solely on logic, facts, and tangible evidence, leaving little room for the unseen and the unspoken. But intuition operates differently. It is not bound by reason, but by a deeper connection to the energy of the universe. When you feel a strong pull to call an old friend, explore a new opportunity, or step away from a situation that no longer serves you, that's not randomness. That's your intuition at work, nudging you toward alignment with your highest good. The full moon's energy amplifies these intuitive whispers, making it an ideal time to pay closer attention to what the universe is trying to tell you. Synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem to defy explanation, are particularly prominent during this phase. Have you ever experienced seeing the same number repeatedly, like 111 or 333, or encountered a song or phrase that seems to echo your thoughts? These are not random, they are signs, messages from the universe meant to guide and reassure you. As Carl Jung said, synchronicity is an ever-present reality for those who have eyes to see. The key is to remain open, to notice these patterns without overanalyzing, and to trust that they carry significance. Listening to your intuition requires practice and patience, especially if you've spent years suppressing it in favor of more logical approaches. One way to reconnect with this inner wisdom is through mindfulness. When the full moon arrives, set aside time to sit in stillness and reflect. Ask yourself what feelings, thoughts, or ideas keep surfacing, and consider how they might be guiding you. Journaling can also be a powerful tool during this time. Write down the intuitive nudges you've experienced recently, even if they seem small or inconsequential. Over time, you may notice patterns that reveal deeper insights about your life's direction. Remember the words of Lao Tzu. At the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are, and you know what you want. This timeless wisdom reminds us that intuition is not about finding answers outside of ourselves, but about trusting the ones that already reside within. Modern life often pulls us away from this inner knowing, bombarding us with distractions, obligations, and endless streams of information. The full moon offers a chance to step back from the noise and reconnect with your true self. Consider how much energy you expend second-guessing your choices or seeking external validation, only to find yourself more confused. However, trusting your intuition does not mean acting on every fleeting thought or impulse. True intuition is calm and grounded, not frantic or fear-based. If you're unsure whether what you're feeling is genuine intuition or anxiety, take a moment to pause and center yourself. Deep breathing, meditation, or even a walk under the full moon's light can help you discern the difference. Genuine intuition feels like a gentle knowing, a sense of alignment that resonates deeply within. By cultivating this awareness, you empower yourself to make decisions that align with your highest self, even in the face of uncertainty. As you embrace the full moon's energy and the amplified intuition it brings, remember that this is an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Trusting your intuition is not about predicting the future or avoiding every challenge. It's about navigating life with a deeper sense of trust in yourself and the universe. The full moon, like life itself, is a reminder that we are all connected to each other, to the universe, and to the wisdom within ourselves. Use this time to honor that connection, to trust the whispers of your heart, and to step boldly into the life you are meant to live. What is your intuition telling you today? And will you have the courage to listen? If you had to pick one thing to let go of or welcome into your life during this full moon, what would it be? Drop your choice in one word, let go or welcome, in the comments below. 5. Avoiding escapism. Avoiding escapism is especially crucial during the full moon, a time when heightened energy and amplified emotions create a powerful opportunity for self-reflection and spiritual growth. Escapism, in its many forms, is something we all turn to at times. Binge-watching TV shows, endlessly scrolling through social media, or indulging in food, drink, or distractions that temporarily numb discomfort. While these activities might seem harmless, their true danger lies in excess. Under the full moon's transformative light, escapism becomes a barrier that dulls your heightened awareness, blocking the very insights and healing this time offers. As the Buddha wisely said, "You cannot travel the path until you have become the path itself." Avoiding your emotions and truths through distraction only delays the journey toward clarity and self-discovery. During the full moon, emotions run high, and it can be tempting to avoid the discomfort they bring. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by strong feelings and instinctively reached for your phone, turned on a show, or drowned yourself in distractions? It's a common response, but one that often leads to missed opportunities for personal growth. Full moons are transformative moments, illuminating not just the world around you, but the deepest corners of your mind and soul. This is why it's so important to resist the urge to escape and instead embrace presence. Feeling your emotions fully, even when they're uncomfortable, is how you gain clarity and healing. You might wonder, why does it matter if I avoid these emotions now? The answer lies in understanding that growth doesn't happen in the light-hearted moments of ease. It happens when you face your truths head-on, even when they're difficult to confront. A well-known Buddhist story about a man who sat by a river, searching for peace. Each time he dipped his hand into the water, the ripples distorted his reflection, frustrating his efforts to see clearly. Only when he let the water settle did his reflection appear, undisturbed and true. In life, and particularly during the full moon, your emotions and thoughts are like that water. Escapism creates ripples, distractions that temporarily distort your ability to see yourself clearly. But when you sit with your feelings, allowing them to settle without interference, you create the space for transformation and self-understanding. This doesn't mean you must avoid all forms of comfort or enjoyment. Escapism in moderation can be a way to rest and recharge. Music, movies, and moments of relaxation have their place, but the key is mindfulness. Are you using these activities to genuinely nurture yourself, or are they merely a way to avoid facing uncomfortable truths? Striking a balance is essential. Enjoy the things that bring you joy, but remain grounded and conscious. If you notice yourself slipping into overindulgence or distraction, pause and ask, what am I avoiding? What is this moment trying to teach me? By bringing awareness to your choices, you can transform escapism into intentional self-care, avoiding the trap of mindless distraction. The full moon's energy is a gift, a chance to connect deeply with yourself and the universe. Escaping too much during this time not only blocks spiritual growth, but also robs you of the clarity and insights waiting to be discovered. Facing your emotions doesn't mean you have to solve all your problems at once. It simply means being present with them. Cry if you need to, journal your thoughts, meditate under the moonlight, do whatever helps you process your feelings authentically. As Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully said, to touch the moon, you need only to touch yourself deeply. This is the essence of presence, allowing yourself to experience life fully, even when it feels raw or challenging. Modern life makes escapism all too easy. With a constant stream of content, notifications, and distractions at our fingertips, it's no wonder many of us find ourselves avoiding what matters most. But during the full moon, when energy is amplified and the universe invites us to reflect, it's more important than ever to break free from these habits. Think about the last time you sat with your thoughts without reaching for a distraction. Ultimately, the lesson here is one of balance. Avoiding escapism entirely is unrealistic and unnecessary. The goal is to engage with life mindfully, to enjoy its comforts without losing sight of your deeper purpose. The full moon is a mirror, reflecting not just the world around you, but your inner world as well. What do you see when you look into it? If there are aspects of yourself you've been avoiding, now is the time to face them with courage and compassion. The moon's energy will guide you, but only if you're willing to meet it halfway. At the end of this full moon cycle, what will you take with you? Will it be the fleeting comfort of distractions, or the lasting clarity that comes from facing your truth? The choice is yours. Remember, growth isn't about perfection. It's about progress. By embracing presence, even when it's hard, you honor the journey of becoming your best self. Six, spiritual sensitivity and energies. The full moon is a time of powerful energy, where the veil between the physical and spiritual realms feels thinner, amplifying your sensitivity to unseen forces. During this time, you might notice an increased awareness of spiritual energies, or even feel the lingering presence of leftover emotions and vibrations from people, places, or events. These sensations can be both fascinating and unsettling, especially if you're unprepared. Have you ever entered a room and felt an inexplicable heaviness, as though the air itself carried a memory? This heightened awareness under the full moon is a natural response to the intensified energy, but it can leave you feeling overwhelmed if you don't know how to ground yourself. As the Buddha said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." This timeless wisdom reminds us that no matter how chaotic the energy around you might seem, your sense of calm and safety must come from within. It's easy to let fear take hold when faced with these sensations, especially if you're new to the experience of spiritual sensitivity. Fear has a way of magnifying unease, turning a gentle breeze into a storm. But the key to navigating this energy lies in recognizing it without resistance. Instead of running from what you feel, try to sit with it, observe it, and remind yourself that this heightened energy is temporary. Imagine it as a strong wave. It may seem overwhelming at first, but if you ground yourself and let it pass, it will eventually subside. The challenge is not to let the wave knock you down, but to ride it with awareness. Grounding yourself during the full moon is essential for maintaining balance amidst this heightened sensitivity. One way to do this is through mindfulness practices like deep breathing, meditation, or connecting with nature. Have you ever stood barefoot on the earth, feeling the coolness of the ground beneath your feet? This simple act can help you anchor your energy, reminding you that no matter how intense the spiritual currents may feel, you are firmly rooted in the present moment. As Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully said, "Walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet." This connection to the earth can act as a stabilizing force, helping you stay calm and centered even in the midst of heightened energy. Another powerful grounding tool is to create a sacred space for yourself, whether it's a corner of your home where you feel safe or a mental sanctuary you can retreat to when the energy feels overwhelming. Surround yourself with objects that bring you peace, a candle, a favorite crystal, or even a piece of art that inspires you. These simple acts of intention can transform your space into a sanctuary where you can process your feelings without fear. Remember, you are in control of your energy, and by taking proactive steps to ground yourself, you reclaim that power. It's also important to view this spiritual sensitivity as an opportunity rather than a burden. The thinning of the veil during the full moon is not meant to frighten you, but to help you connect more deeply with yourself and the universe. Modern life often pulls us away from these deeper connections, leaving little room for introspection or spiritual awareness. But the full moon reminds us of the vastness of the universe and our place within it. This is a time to slow down, tune out the noise, and turn inward. As you reflect on these questions, remember the words of Rumi. Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you, and do not worry that your life is turning upside down. Ultimately, spiritual sensitivity during the full moon is a gift, one that invites you to deepen your understanding of yourself and the world around you. Instead of fearing the energy or the emotions it brings, approach them with an open heart and a grounded mind. Trust that this period of heightened awareness is here to guide you, not harm you. By staying present, grounding yourself, and embracing the experience with courage, you can navigate this time with grace and clarity. What lessons will this full moon reveal to you, and how will you use them to grow and thrive? These are the questions that will carry you through the wave of energy and into the calm that follows. Let the moonlight illuminate not just the night sky, but the vast, beautiful depths of your soul. 7. Metaphorical Doors. During the full moon, a powerful metaphorical phenomenon occurs, the opening and closing of doors in our lives. These doors represent opportunities, relationships, and habits, both from the past and the potential future. Under the full moon's amplified energy, you might feel a strong magnetic pull toward the past. Nostalgia, unresolved emotions, or even long-forgotten memories can resurface, urging you to revisit people, habits, or situations you thought were behind you. Have you ever found yourself thinking about an old flame, an unresolved conflict, or a habit you swore you'd left behind, only to feel an almost irresistible urge to act on those thoughts? This is the full moon's way of magnifying ties that may no longer serve you, making them feel alive and urgent once more. As the Buddha taught, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. This wisdom reminds us that while the past can teach us, it is not a place to linger. The pull of these metaphorical doors can be deceptively enticing. There's a certain comfort in revisiting familiar paths, even if they led to pain or negativity. Whether it's reaching out to an ex-partner, rekindling old habits, or reopening wounds you've worked hard to heal, these actions may feel like a solution in the moment, but often bring more harm than good. The full moon's energy can distort your perspective, making past situations appear more appealing or resolvable than they truly are. It's important to remember that not all doors are meant to be reopened. Some are best left shut, preserving the lessons learned without reliving the pain. Discernment is your greatest ally during this time. The full moon invites you to pause and reflect before acting on nostalgic impulses. Instead of rushing to open every door that calls to you, take a moment to assess whether it aligns with the life you're trying to create. Remember the words of Rumi. Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. And do not worry that your life is turning upside down. In today's fast-paced, often nostalgic world, it's easy to romanticize the past. Social media memories, old photos, and even familiar songs can act as triggers, pulling you into an emotional vortex that clouds your judgment. While it's natural to reflect on where you've been, it's crucial to ground yourself in the present and set boundaries that protect your energy. Reopening doors to the past can distract you from creating space for new opportunities. When you cling to what was, you risk missing what could be. What doors in your life feel like they're calling to be closed so that new ones can open? By answering this question honestly, you take a step toward honoring your growth and potential. To navigate this time wisely, focus on strengthening your boundaries and protecting your energy. A practical way to do this is by grounding yourself in rituals or practices that bring clarity, whether it's journaling, meditating, or simply taking a walk under the full moon. Reflect on what you truly want to invite into your life and let that vision guide your decisions. Just as not every memory deserves to be relived, not every door deserves to be opened. By being intentional, you empower yourself to move forward with clarity and purpose, leaving behind what no longer serves you. The lesson of the full moon is one of discernment and trust. It asks you to honor your journey by making conscious choices about what to let go of and what to embrace. As you stand before the metaphorical doors in your life, remember that you hold the key. Some doors are meant to stay shut, their lessons already learned, while others may lead to new and exciting possibilities. The choice is yours, so choose wisely. 8. Controlling thoughts under the full moon. The full moon is a powerful mirror, reflecting not just the light of the sun, but also the depths of your inner world, magnifying every thought and emotion that resides within. Its energy doesn't judge, it simply amplifies what you bring to it, making this a critical time to take control of your thoughts. Positive reflections can inspire you, but negative ones can easily spiral into overwhelm if left unchecked. Have you ever noticed how a single worry can snowball, growing larger and more consuming as you focus on it? During the full moon, this effect is intensified. The Buddha said, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create." This timeless wisdom reminds us that the mind is a powerful tool, and what you choose to focus on shapes your reality, especially during periods of heightened energy like the full moon. Negative thoughts often arise from fear, doubt, or unresolved emotions, and under the full moon's amplified energy, they can feel more intense and urgent than usual. But here's the key: you are not your thoughts. They are temporary, fleeting visitors in your mind, not permanent fixtures. Mindfulness teaches us to pause and observe these thoughts rather than becoming entangled in them. This idea is beautifully illustrated in a well-known Buddhist story. A monk once asked his teacher, "Master, how can I control my mind?" The teacher handed him a glass of water and said, "Shake it." The monk shook the glass, causing the water to swirl and splash. "Now set it down," the teacher instructed. As the monk placed the glass on a table, the water gradually stilled. "This is your mind," the teacher explained. "When you are agitated, your thoughts become turbulent, but when you practice stillness, clarity emerges." The full moon's energy may shake your inner glass, stirring up emotions and thoughts, but through mindfulness, you can let the water settle and find peace within. Mindfulness during the full moon is not about suppressing negative thoughts, but about observing them with detachment and compassion. Begin by grounding yourself with simple practices like deep breathing or meditation. When you feel overwhelmed by your thoughts, take a moment to breathe deeply, imagining each exhale releasing negativity and each inhale filling you with light and clarity. Journaling can also be a powerful tool during this time. Write down your thoughts, both positive and negative, and reflect on patterns or emotions that arise. By acknowledging your inner world without judgment, you take the first step toward transforming it. Setting intentions under the full moon is another way to harness its energy constructively. Take a moment to ask yourself, what do I want to amplify in my life? Is it love, gratitude, or confidence? Write down your intentions and visualize them as seeds planted under the moon's light, ready to grow and flourish. The full moon is a time of culmination, where the efforts and energy you've invested begin to bear fruit. Use this moment to align with what truly matters to you, letting go of distractions and negativity that no longer serve your highest good. Modern life often fills our minds with noise, endless streams of information, responsibilities and worries that pull us away from the present moment. The full moon offers a unique opportunity to pause, reflect, and reconnect with your inner self. It's a time to remember that you are the master of your mind, not its servant. While the moon's energy can feel overwhelming, it is also neutral, reflecting back only what you give it. By choosing to focus on positivity and empowerment, you reclaim your ability to shape your experience and align with the universe's rhythms. As Lao Tzu said, "Mastering others is strength, mastering yourself is true power." During the full moon, this mastery begins with your thoughts. At its core, the lesson of controlling your thoughts under the full moon is about taking responsibility for your inner world. It's about recognizing that while you cannot control the moon's energy or the circumstances around you, you can control how you respond. The full moon shines a light on both your strengths and your struggles, inviting you to embrace both with courage and grace. What will you choose to reflect during this time? Will you amplify fear and doubt, or will you use this energy to cultivate growth, clarity, and empowerment? The choice is yours, and it begins with a single thought. Let the full moon's light guide you, not just through the night, but toward a brighter and more intentional life. Thank you for joining us today on The Journey of Wisdom, to explore the transformative energy of the full moon and how to navigate it with awareness and intention. Remember, the full moon is not just a celestial event, it's a powerful opportunity for personal growth and transformation. Stay grounded, practice mindfulness, and connect with your intuition to make the most of this special time. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. What practices help you align with the moon's energy? Share them with us in the comments below. Your wisdom could inspire someone else on their journey. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom for more content that helps you embrace mindfulness and inner peace. And make sure to turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Together, let's continue to explore the path of growth and transformation. See you in the next video.